Cursed is a man who puts his hopes on another man. That is a verse from the Bible, by the way. When you're wendi kanisa, normalize going to church. We left church, but not God. Normalize reading your Bible. But this week has been filled with a lot of activities. Like I highlighted on my previous video, Gachagua was set to be impeached. And it wasn't just a rumor. Do you know the motion has been tabled in the National Assembly? And that is what they're debating right now. Like they want to impeach the guy. Welcome back to my channel, Yvette Creates. If you're new here, consider subscribing, liking, sharing, and all the good things that you could do to this video. For my returning subscribers, I love you. Betrayal in the city of Nairobi this week has been filled with betrayal left, right, and center. Literally everybody has been betrayed. Everybody felt betrayed, from the president down to Mama Mboga, down to everybody. So what was happening this week? The public participation was set to happen this week. As I said in my previous video, 300,000 shillings was set for this activity to take place. So it means that our country has a lot of money. If they can give 300,000 for each and every MP to go and mobilize, to go and bring people together so that they can discuss the impeachment motion against Gachagua, to say their views and to say if they're supporting it or not, and if they're supporting it, the reasons, because there are charges against the deputy president of Kenya. So people learned for the public participation. Mr. Ruto, the president, didn't think that this is what was going to happen, because look at this video. The literal meaning of this is well, Dereva is driver, Makanga is Makanga.
Shut up, you.
Makanga is conductor, like those who collect bus fares. So the literal meaning of this is, if Gachagua is going, then Ruto should also go. So you can imagine the betrayal. That is the betrayal I'm talking about. You can imagine how Ruto felt, how Ruto and his team and the members of parliament who thought that this is a Ruto thing, they were very shocked. They were very shocked. Speaking of betrayal still, Gachagua is still also... I'm laughing because of the way Gachagua was filled with pride when he got the seat, and he would say, this is a government of shareholders, Betrayal is, like I said, betrayal in the city. So, you see, Ruto had differences with Uhuru. Uhuru was the president at the time. And Ruto swore when they took office that he will not treat his deputy president the same way that he was treated. Shock on him. He has joined the list of those betrayed. So Gachagua now, the impeachment motion is on, and it's so on. In fact, the next stage, my previous video, I highlighted the stages that such motions go through, and now it's at the Senate. So Gachagua is supposed to appear at Senate and defend himself. So he will go there, then the charges will defend himself against the charges that have been presented. Betrayal number 2. Now that one is president and deputy president is done. Betrayal number 2. I don't know if I should laugh or cry, because there's been real revolution in Kenya. There's been revolution by the Gen Z, which comprises majorly of youth. So there are people, it's a leaderless movement, but there are people who've been on the forefront fighting. They have been the voices, the leading voices in this movement. And now this guy came into limelight. This suit guy came into limelight after his photos were going viral. Like, it looks like a real revolutionary. It looks like Tomboya. It looks like Malcolm X. It looks like, you see, all these suited guys in the forefront in revolutions. Like, you see Malcolm X, Tomboya. There's this one, I'm looking for the name of this one, Martin Luther King. Like this, he has the aura. He has the aura. He has the aura. 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 Depends on which school you went to. But you understand what I'm saying. So this guy has been among the leading voices in this revolution. So people had a lot of hopes in him. He himself even said that he'll vie for Kileleshwa ward as MCA. So you see, people really had hopes in him, only for this guy. Now, why people are feeling betrayed? There was the public participation that I was mentioning, that the deputy president who was betrayed. Now, this public participation, youth, like there are many people who are going there to represent people and to talk on behalf of people. So it was never made clear that youth should come or whatever. But it's just common sense anyway that any public forum needs to have people of all, like everybody, from children to not children, from like people who are in the voting age to the eldest. So yeah, so it makes a lot of sense if he appeared there. But there was that public participation and people who are going to give their opinion. So what's the rule? What's the youths were talking about online? Because the movement has been majorly online, the revolution has been majorly online. So people were almost leaning to agreeing that they want both Ruto and Gachagua gone. And this guy even tweeted in his pages that he wants both gone, he wants both impeached, only for him to appear next to members of parliament who are supporting the impeachment motion against Gachagua. And those people, it's just Gachagua that they want to go. So it appeared to people like, this person, Allah, you mean you can go there and then you join these members of parliament? Because the movement has been having some, should I say, some it's like the way if people are in a cult, there are like rules and regulations that people follow. So in the movement, it has almost been a norm that you should not be seen with a politician. But this guy has been seen with politicians not once, not twice, and now the public participation now crowns it all when he appears amongst them and is given the stage and given the microphone, allowed to talk, and nobody heckles him, unlike one of the also leading voices in the Gen Z movement. In fact, there's even a party that has been formed called the Inject Party, and he is called Morara Kebaso, which I support if he calls himself president of Gen Z, though I think he should make it Gen Zote so that it includes everybody. But guys, power is taken. You don't sit and wait to be appointed. Power is taken. So this guy has taken the power and he has even gone to register a party. The party is called Inject. So this guy also went to this public participation, which was being held at Bomas, only to get there. And first, he was denied entry. Two, after being given entry, he was denied the podium, denied the chance to talk. And then when he almost got a chance to, or something, there were chaos that are erupting, chaos which were pre-manufactured, but like pre-planned, should I say pre-planned, because there were goons that were there were people who threw chairs at this guy. This guy was beaten, this guy was injured, and in fact this guy is in the hospital. And I just hope that it will get better, because he's been championing for good governance, accountability, like every good thing that you could think of. But back to this one, people called him Tomboya Mwitu. That is the funniest name that I've ever had in my life. But this guy, and then he comes the next day, people started deplatforming him, unfollowing him on Twitter, unfollowing him on TikTok. Like I said, the revolution has majorly been online. I love how this guy comes to gaslight people. He comes to say that, I went there to represent us, I went there to talk about us, and this revolution you said it's leaderless, so why are you putting all the blame on me, saying that I'm like I sold you out? I didn't sell anybody out, and I know what I was doing. And people were angry. Jam. But anyways, this is Nairobi, this is the city, and everybody has to fend for themselves one way or the other. And if there is a revolution that they've found that will fit. Note that I didn't say that he's been given money, but the way it seems, the way things look like, if he was really paid, I now understand why Mau Mau took so long to get independence for Kenya, because they were fighting and some people were selling them out. You fight, some people are selling you out. Anyways, that is, as we say, mchezo wa town. Karibu sana Kanairo, karibu Nairobi, but don't peg your ideas and ideology, like don't peg your belief on someone, but rather peg your belief on ideas, because ideas and a course like the Gen Z course is anchored on something. So if somebody veers off, you let them go, and the people who remain steadfast remain steadfast. I hope you enjoyed my video till this point. I didn't want this video to be long, but it seems I really had a lot of gist. Comment below and let's have a discussion. Let's engage. Thank you so much for watching my video till this point. Subscribe, like. I hope you liked this video. Share it to your friends. The part that you liked, you can download and cut and share to your status. And also follow me on all my social media platforms at Yvette Creates _. Thank you so much and bye bye.